Mr. Bester, is this paradise or is this paradise?
This is Peace Island Paradise.
Let's do something real quick. We're gonna get the commercialism out of the way. We've got our lightning rods, we've got our fire line, we've got our Abu reels, and we've got our power grubs. And we're having a ball up at Peace Island Lodge, Northwestern Ontario. I'm with my good fishing buddy, Denis Bester from Own Sound. And we're catching walleye today.
We're going walleye fishing today.
We're going fishing, stick with us. I'm gonna make a cast there.
I'm already down here. I'm getting taps right here, so.
I'm going fishing all the time, and my baby's going fishing too. Bet your life that your sweet wife can catch more fish than you. Any fish will bite if you got the right bait. Now here's a little something that I'd like to relate. With my pole and my line, I'm going fishing. Yes, I'm going fishing. My baby's going fishing too.
Going Fishing with Darryl Choronzey is brought to you in part by Yamaha, when you want the best. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley Trilene, Canada's strongest fishing line. And by Montana's Cookhouse Saloon, fresh country cooking. It's obvious to those that have visited Canada's North Country that we enjoy the finest fishing found on this globe of ours. Lodges situated on lakes and rivers from the Atlantic to the Pacific offer fantastic doorstep fishing opportunities. But even in the far north, anglers often look for the chance to fish where few others have wet a line. Today, Darryl Choronzey and his good friend Denis Bester are utilizing the special fly-in opportunities offered by Peace Island Lodge, located far up in the northwestern corner of Ontario. Rumor has it that the fly-in lakes of this region contain hungry, chunky walleye that will keep on biting till they tire the anglers out.
Denis, Mr. Bester, I'll tell you what, we just got off the float plane. We just got out and our Indian guide says, to the point, where the shoal is and start jigging, right? That's the first jig, Denis.
Bottle
Lake.
Bottle Lake.
And it's probably, and I don't think it's more than a 5-minute airplane ride from the lodge.
And it took us about 5 minutes. It took longer to warm the plane up than it did to get here.
Than to get here. And it didn't take us long. The boats were sitting there on shore. We put the boats in the water.
Is that a good size?
It seems like a good size, Denis. Oh, it's a nice fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice fish,
yeah,
eh?
Hang on.
I'll tell you what, I'm just going to take him by hand, Denis.
I don't know about
I'm going
that.
to take him by hand, but it is a nice fish, hey?
You might have to take it by hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Nice fish. Hey, he put the latch on that power grub. Now, for a northern walleye, that's a nice northern walleye, eh?
It's about what, 4 pounds?
You can come fishing with me anytime you want. No, that's
Okay,
that's a 3.5 pounds.
3.5?
That's close to 4 pounds. That's a nice walleye.
Nice color.
I'll tell you what, Denis. We're having shore lunch. That's going on the stringer.
Going on the
What do you
stringer.
say? We'll get back. Our guides are going to cook it up for us just before the plane comes in.
Right. We're going to do it on right on Bottle Lake.
Right on
I got
Bottle
another
Lake.
here.
You
Hang
got
on.
one right under the boat.
This is a nice one too.
I'm just going to lay this fish. It is a nice fish, eh?
Yeah, look at here. Look at here.
Nice fish. Now, when you come north, most of the time, you're going to get into the north, you're going to get 1 and 1.5, 2.5 pound walleye. These walleye are supposedly in this lake anywhere from 2.5 to 4 pound average. Will you get him in so I can go fishing? I'm going to put this guy in the bottom of the boat.
While you're right there, you might as well take this one.
Bring him
from me.
over. I got him, Denis. I got him.
Look at that.
Now, are these nice walleye or what?
Excellent.
I don't want to go back to the lodge. Let's camp out here tonight.
We're just at the edge of the drop off. There's a sandbar right behind us. And the guide said just move out a bit further.
And you're going to catch some fish.
Bang, bang.
And I'll be honest with you, the guide right now is right with the cameraman. And our guide just said, just get out there and start jigging those white grubs. And I says, they're not white grubs, they're power grubs.
I've got the, the bungee.
You got the bungee on.
Got the bungee
I
on.
got the power grub. These are nice fish. Now, just got off the plane. We haven't been fishing more than 2 minutes and bang, bang.
About 6 casts, and that's what we got.
You're gonna get 6 casts. Don't cast again until I get these fish on a stringer.
And now for the Tasco Tackle Selection of the Week. Today we're using an Abu Garcia Endure spinning reel and a Berkeley lightning rod. Our line is 8-pound Berkeley Fire Line. Our choice of bait is Berkeley Power Baits. And don't you forget your Tasco binoculars.
Dennis, I love it when you decide to change lures, because as you were changing lures, Dennis says, I'm going to put on this white and chartreuse power grub. And I says, okay. I said, I'm just going to let my power grub hang over the side.
Okay. It's okay. You're
Look
up
at this. Look at this.
Hey,
Now
whoa,
look at
whoa,
this.
whoa.
This is a nice fish.
I better reel in here and get the net.
Real nice. You leave the net. I don't want you touching this fish with a net. I've got this.
You're going
fish.
to try and get that?
I've got, this is a nice fish, Dennis. Oh, come here. I got fire line on. I should be. Hey, is that nice? Now, what's the date, Dennis?
About June, I don't know, 27th?
June the 27th?
Something like that.
We got up here 3 days ago. We were on the main lake. The main lake is Deer Lake. And we're catching, I mean, a ton of fish. It was catch and release, and we kept shorelines, you know. Yeah. And we said, hey, we had a very late summer come in. We had a long spring, and these fish spawned really late. I think that's a female that spawned maybe 3 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. She's long, she's not really heavy, but that's nice.
It's a nice looking fish.
Nice looking fish.
That's I would say that's our biggest so far, right?
Today it is.
So far.
Today it is.
So far.
Today it is. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let her go, okay? Nice looking fish.
She's almost too big for the frying pan.
You know what? I hate that. I just hate keeping the big fish like that.
Now, is there a slot size up here?
There she goes. You're allowed one.
Hang on.
You got one right there. You're allowed one fish over 18. You're allowed 4 fish per person, and that's the regular license, not the conservation.
Just a second. How long did you say that one was?
I would have said the one I let go?
Yeah.
That fish was at least 23 inches.
Okay.
But
well,
anyways, you're allowed 4 fish, 1 over 18 inches. And
here's one that's 24 inches.
That's a big fish.
Look at here.
Now, how's that fire line holding up? Good?
Yes.
Nice fish, Dennis.
That's excellent. You want to get that one, were you right there?
I'll get him for you. I'll just use the fire line, right? And I don't want to get stabbed in the back with those fins.
A little slack.
A little slack.
What's that one called I'm using there?
That is the power grub.
Big power grub.
You had a big power grub on there.
Okay. I think we should stay here for maybe a couple more casts.
There's a power grub.
Yeah, thanks.
I wasn't getting that hook out of there without taking that grub off there. They're nice fish. They're real chunky fish.
That's for sure lunch.
Now, real quick, you're allowed 2 types of license in Northern Ontario. One is a regular fishing license where you're allowed 4 walleye a day. 1 can be over 18 inches. Or your conservation license. You're only allowed 2 fish a day. We take the regular license because we're in areas that we eat fish for shore lunch.
Shore lunch.
And I don't want to keep going over and over while we're going to have shore lunch. But there's nothing finer in the world than a northern shore lunch done by our Cree guides.
I just love walleye because where I'm from, I don't get a chance to do that.
Well, I'll tell you what, you put the fish on the stringer so I can go fishing.
I'm busy.
I got
I'm
him.
busy.
Well, we've just about got shore lunch, Dennis.
The folks at Berkeley like to brag that their brand of Berkeley Power Baits are proven to be more effective than the plain plastic worms, tails, and tubes marketed by the rest of the tackle industry. It started out a few years back with a line of original power baits. The enhanced formula of power baits not only attracts fish by appealing to their keen sense of smell, but actually encourages fish to hold onto a bait up to 18 times longer. Then came the development of Berkeley's tournament power baits. Let's just say they've added twice the power formulation for an even stronger appeal action and retention. The next introduction was Neon's power bait. This bright idea offers not only the effectiveness of power, but also creates fishing's most vivid underwater presentation. The latest power product from Berkeley is the Bungee line of power baits. It's a combination of the enhanced formula of power attractants and the addition of movement. Bungee baits bounce back to catch the attention of game fish and naturally recoil when they rest or hit bottom. You have to wonder what's next from the folks at Berkeley. Going Fishing returns in a moment.
Denis Bester! I'll tell you what, I've got these fish with the same power grub. They come about 15 into the pack, right? And I haven't changed this power grub yet. And these fish are strong fish, Dennis. Hey,
Sure are.
nice fish.
I got one working in this one too.
You got one going?
Got a double.
Look at this. Oh! Well, I'm not going to lose mine.
Look at this one.
Look at this. Is this nice or what? I just hooked this fish, and Dennis was looking at me with this disgruntled look, and all of a sudden, bang, you had one on too. Dennis?
But I lost mine and you got yours.
These are here, there, and everywhere. Dennis?
Oh, beauty walleye though, right?
Are they nice?
Oh. Man,
Mr.
We'd kill for them in Southern Ontario.
Hey, Mr. Opal Eyes, Mr. Pearl Eyes, right? Walleye. Just don't ever use the word pickerel because it's the wrong word when you're talking about walleye. He
There she goes.
Swims away.
Can you just back up about 15 feet so maybe I can
I'm
have
just
a
in
little
the
fun?
right casting
I
distance.
know. Hang on, stay right there.
You got one?
Yeah.
What we're doing is we left the fish finder at home by mistake. And we go
Look
to
at
a
the size
point,
of it.
you look for a point, and you look for the drop-off, and that's where those walleye are. They're right on the other side of the drop-off in the deeper water. Do you want me to land him for you?
Sure. You're
Okay,
right
here,
there.
give me the rod. But these walleye are everywhere. I mean, this is probably a lake where you can make 500 or 600 casts, and you can catch and release 100 walleye.
Yeah, look at this. Isn't that nice?
Nice, deep walleye.
This, what did you call this one?
That is a power grub,
That thing
right?
is working great.
White with a chartreuse tail. And it's working great.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it on.
You are? I'm just leaving my white power grub on and we'll see what happens. But again, when you get out into one of these lakes, look for points and look for rocks out in the lake and you fish around them in the deeper water. And our guide said, hey, there's a hot spot on the other side of the lake. We landed the plane over there about, 20 minutes ago. He says there's a hot spot on the other side of the lake. We look for the rocks, we look for the sand beach, and you can, if you got the Polaroids on, you'll see that sand beach. You don't want to fish the sand beach, you want to fish just on the other side of the sand beach in deeper water. Well, you're sticking a minnow on there too.
Trying an old trick. Put a little scent on the old worm, eh? Put a little
That's
scent on it.
the way to go.
Today we're fishing on the Credit River, Darryl, and one thing I noticed there were not a lot of kids fishing.
Paul, from coast to coast you see that. I mean, we're seeing a lot of adults, but we're not seeing the kids.
Is that because sport fishing is on the decline?
Paul, to be honest with you, sport fishing is probably losing anglers about 10% a year. And,
Why is that?
well, we've got kids right now that are playing with computers and they're playing with skateboards, right? You remember in the old days your father took you fishing?
Yeah.
The adults these days don't seem to take the kids fishing. And I've got a saying that take your kids fishing now. Because when you're 75 years old, you're gonna want your kids to take you fishing. And if your kids don't take you fishing now, right? And when you're 75 years old and you're in a wheelchair, I hope they take you down to the pier and they push you in the water.
But where are the adults?
They're too busy to spend time with their kids, and that's our main problem.
Because the same people who were out there 5 years ago, they're not all dead.
They're just not taking the kids fishing anymore, Paul, and it's a big mistake. Mr. Bester! Get your hands off my fire line. Well, we're talking about fire line, and we're going to say this, and Dennis had already said, I can't believe you can feel every pickup, right?
Did I say that?
You did say that.
I meant that too.
Yeah, I know you meant that. But fire line is one of these super lines, and it doesn't stretch, or it does very little stretch. And when these walleye pick up the bait, pick up the, they get right on that power grub, right? As soon as they do that, Dennis, as soon as they grab the power grub, it almost telegraphs the bite right up your line between the fish and your elbow.
Well, it's just a direct hit. You can feel everything right back to the back to the reel.
There's no stretch. Like, I wouldn't really do that with monofilament. And we've been doing that for the last 3 days.
You'd probably break it off.
You would.
This stuff's only 6 pound and it works great. It's got all kinds of strength.
6 pound fire line, Dennis, And again, there's no stretch.
No stretch.
It's got great abrasion factor, okay? And it's got, like, we're rubbing over the rocks right now. But the main point is, when we cast out, all we're doing is bopping these power grubs across the bottom real slow. And as soon as that walleye picks it up, we're feeling it.
Feeling
Even an
heavy.
old pro like you feels it, right? It goes right up that line to those old elbows. Listen, I'll tell you what. We're coming back up on this reef. Let's back off into the deeper water.
We got to get back out
Okay.
on the other side of the point.
Ready to go for it?
Yep.
Did you see that big eagle over there? We could maybe feed him a walleye.
No.
No.
And now for the Montana's Cookhouse Saloon tip of the week. Fishing in northern Canada is the best in the world, but don't ever pass up the opportunity to enjoy a day of fly-in fishing. It's the greatest.
Dennis, I just flipped that out. I mean, I've had enough of this, and I flipped it over my shoulder, and there was a walleye there waiting for it.
Nice one?
Yeah, real nice. You know, I wish we would have brought the portable Lowrance, because I'd like to see how many fish are actually down here.
You know what they've done? The sun's up now.
Yeah.
They're moving out into a little deeper water.
Yeah.
Still off the point, but just a little bit deeper water. We're into about probably 15 feet.
Yeah. These are nice, chunky fish, Dennis.
My back's getting a little sore, you know that?
Well, sit down, get your rod out of the water, and I'll fish. I'm unhooking fish for you, and I'm missing some quality fishing time myself. Is this fun, or is this fun?
I can't say it enough times. It's
phenomenal.
It's great.
Peace Island Lodge is like a lot of lodges in the north. You can fish on the main lake where the lodge is, but if you get the opportunity in Peace Island, I believe if you take the full package, you get a fly out anyways. And a fly out doesn't have to be 30 miles from the lodge. We are probably no more than 6 miles over the forest.
Yeah. It took us about 3 minutes to fly here.
3 or 4 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes, yeah.
So we got up this morning at 6 o'clock. We had a phenomenal breakfast, got our stuff in the plane, and we were over here in 5-10 minutes.
Took longer to warm the plane up, like I said before.
Yeah.
Than it did to get here.
What was the name of that plane? Norseman?
It's a Norseman. Yeah.
Norseman? Honestly, it took longer to warm the engines up than it did for us to fly over here and catch our first fish.
Actually, our pilot we had bring us in is from Yukon, Bob
Cameron.
Cameron.
Nice guy, qualified.
Great pilot. Great pilot.
But, you know, just don't worry about going to the main lodge. Spend a couple days even, fishing these back lakes. These lakes are just full of fish. Right, buddy? Let me get my rod. Hang on, I'm ready to go.
If you'd quit yakking and start fishing, we could maybe have 2 fish fries today.
Buddy, was this great?
Great.
What a fly-in.
Bottle Lake?
Bottle Lake, and it's only about 6 minutes by air from the main lodge, right? Now, what time is it? It's 10:30. What time did we get here?
We got here, I think it was about 8:30, somewhere in there. Yeah.
No fishtail. We got here at 8:30. It's 10:30 now. We've been 2 hours here, and that means getting over to the hot spot, coming back, and sitting on this rock when we must have caught 50 walleye.
We have to find them too. It took about 15 minutes maybe to find where they were set up, but once we found them.
Yeah, fishing the drop-offs and bang, bang, bang. Really, wherever you're going in the north, you should be using a portable fish finder, and ours is back at the lodge. We were rushed this morning, and again, we looked for the points. We didn't have the fish finder. Looked for the drop-offs on the points, and bang, we hit the fish. Let's talk tackle real quick. Graphite lightning rods by Berkeley, right? The Abu Garcia Cardinal Endure Reel.
I've got the
You've got the number 2.
EN1.
EN1?
I think you've got it too.
I've got the EN1 right in my hands, but I was using a 2 out there today too. More important today than the reels, and these are great rods and reels, it was the fire line. And the fire line is one of the super lines, and it doesn't stretch. That little pickup of the walleye on the bait, it telegraphs it right back to the angler.
Yeah. Goes right back into the reel. I couldn't believe the sensation, like it just a direct drive right back into the handle, and it just bang bang, and you got him. You can really feel it, nail it.
You can, any kind of pickup, you've got it.
That's great.
And as important as the fire line is the Berkeley Power Grub. So we got 1/8 ounce jigs, and that's all you need in most conditions. You get into heavy, fast water, you've got to use heavier weights, but we're using 1/8. Now this is the plain, I call it the plain Jane of the Berkeley Power Grubs. It's a straight Berkeley Power Grub. Now you can get Berkeley plain Power Grubs, and Berkeley also makes the tournament strength, which has got more of that scent in it than the ordinary grub. You can get the neons, which are got a little more sparkle to them. Or the last couple of days we've been running bungees, and I don't want to get into the bungees today, but the bungee, when it falls down, it straightens out those tails, and as it lands, it curls back up. And Dennis did something that was really surprising today. He got into my tackle box.
Again.
All the time he gets into my tackle box. But anyways, Dennis got into my tackle box, and he pulls out this real odd shaped Berkeley Power Grub, and it's got a white head chartreuse tail. And if you look at that, that's 4 inches, right? And it's a little longer than what we're using. That's an inshore Power Grub. It's actually used for saltwater fishing, for redfish and snook. But you've taken a saltwater lure and you've caught walleye with it out
Well,
here.
our guide said, he said use white, and when he gets doesn't get any hits on the white, he changes to the
Chartreuse?
So why not use one that has both on it? So give it a try, and it worked.
Tell you what, buddy, this has been phenomenal. We're gonna have some shore lunch, right? And then we're gonna go back out. We've only been here 2 hours. The plane's gonna come in at another 3 hours, so we've got 3 hours of exciting fishing.
Plane will be here at 2 o'clock, and that'll give us time to maybe catch 20 more.
I'm gonna mosey over to the campfire and just direct these guys on how to cook walleye properly.
Going fishing returns with the Duquesne Gas Grill Shore Lunch.
Dennis, I hate using this word over and over, but is this paradise or is this paradise?
Keep using it because that's what it is.
I got Lyle on the right, Donnie on the left, walleye on the right, potatoes and onions on the left. It's paradise.
Well, I don't know how you can beat it. Not unless we had a little bit of spaghetti, but we've been missing that all week.
And I gotta say something real quick. When you get to a shore lunch, right, don't put your fishing rods away. You just caught 2 walleye and 1 big pike right off the back here.
Yeah. Just right off the ends of the boats here, just waiting for these guys to cook our food for us, and what a spot.
This is great. Mr. Bester, what do you think? Has this been a great day?
Excellent.
Great weather, great guides.
Great fishing.
Yeah, and the guides are also great cooks. Now listen, I got the potatoes, I got the beans, I've got the corn, and I've got the walleye. Shall we taste?
We should. I'm going to try it without the fork this time.
I hate using my fork when I'm up north. Mmm. Is that great? Mm. Is that really something?
Mm. Great.
You've got to come up north to believe how great this food is and how great the fishing is. But anyways, if you get the chance, don't pass up the opportunity to visit Peace Island. It's about 200 miles, 220 miles north of Winnipeg, right? In Northwestern Ontario. Great fishing, great guides, great food, great times. Let's eat, and then we're gonna go enjoy the great fishing.
Do some more fishing.
We'll see you next week.
While traveling in Manitoba, Darryl Choronzey and the crew of Going Fishing flew WestJet Airlines. Darryl Choronzey and the crew stayed at the 4 Point Sheraton Hotel. Going Fishing has been brought to you by Yamaha, when you want the best. Abu Garcia, for life. Berkeley Trilene, Canada's strongest fishing line. And by Montana's Cookhouse Saloon, fresh country cooking. Going Fishing would like to thank the following fine sponsors.
Going fishing, going fishing. Baby smiling my way, gonna have a great day, no competition. Going fishing, going fishing. We'll be gone, but not for too long.